Hello everyone, it's Tailmange and I'm here playing Rise of Flight. This is the start of a new Let's Play thing, series of me playing Rise of Flight in the single player career mode. And there are a couple of things to say. First of all, regarding the settings, I'm going to be having it on kind of full realistic settings, so no icons. I'll have to spot and identify enemy planes visually. And also, it is what I believe is known as an Iron Man career, in that if I die in game, then that will be the end of the career. Now, in practice, this will probably mean this will be an extremely short series of videos or video, but hopefully it will enable me to maybe take a bit more caution, be a bit more realistic with how I play the game, and just make it a bit more interesting. So we're looking here at Sopwith Camel, and this I think is going to be my first choice of career, being a Sopwith Camel fighter pilot for the Royal Flying Corps. So let us do that. I've got a few kind of careers I've already messed about with, so I need to delete one of these. I will get rid of this guy, Leon Walker. Sorry, Leon. Bye bye. Okay, create new. Theatre of War. I want the Western Front. And now this is where I choose my squadron. I want to filter it by plane. Sopwith Camel, there we go. So we choose the date. So let's go to the start. This green bar here represents the period in which this plane was in service. So it looks like from around mid-July 1917. And then there should be little green marks on the squadrons which have this plane. So the only one that has one is this one, apparently. Let's see. Yeah, Sopwith Camel. Maybe, I don't know, if I should maybe try a bit later on, there'll be a more variety of squadrons with the camel, or is it just still the one? Let's go a bit further on and see how it changes. You know, there's a couple there, but it's still kind of the same squadrons. Okay, well, let's go back to mid-July. Let's go to the 22nd of July. Why not? And we shall select this squadron. It looks like it's a French one. That's not what we want. Is it a French one? It's got a French flag. It must be RAF, surely. I don't know. Because they were, if they've all got the same marking, then they must be RAF. I mean, these are RAF designations, aren't they? Number 23 Squadron, etc. Number 8 Naval Squadron. Yeah, so I think this is an RAF plane. This is right near to the front as well, which is good. That's what we want. Okay, so I'll go with this one. Next. Now I can change my name, my appearance, where I come from, my background. I shall be a British scoundrel, of course. And I will change my name here to Sir. What? We can't have that. Okay, let's get rid of the Sir. Fishington Chip. There we go. I am Fishington Chip. I'm a British scoundrel. I can make my appearance different as well. Now, what would a British scoundrel by the name of Fishington Chip look like? Not many scoundrel-ish people here. He looks like a bit of a hard man. He looks like he could be a kind of a scoundrel. He's got a distinctive facial expression. Let's go with this guy. Fishington Chip was wanted under a different name by the Metropolitan Police for the double murder of Messrs. Walmsley, 41, and Hartford, 55. The warrant was issued under his real name, Francis Kenneth Harris. Blah 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 blah. Wow, this guy is a scoundrel. Venomous hatred of his many victims. How the hell did he become a Royal Flying Corps pilot? It's too much to read here, so you can pause the video and read through it if you wish. Blah, 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 blah. Double murder. Wow. After lying low. Jesus Christ. Aha! It was in this role that he encountered his latest victim, a certain Mr. Fishington Chip, freshly arrived from the Dominion of New Zealand, to whom he bore a passing resemblance. So he took over Fishington Chip's identity and somehow ended up in the Royal Flying Corps. Okay, that'll do. So here are Sergeant Fishington and Chip. Let us continue with this. And then it will bring us into this kind of section where, with this kind of career mode, you have daily a routine. So each day will have either one or several or even no missions in which you take part, and then you just go day by day. Here we have a bit of background information about this squadron, so feel free to read through this at your leisure. Blah de blah de blah, there's quite a lot of it. And then here is the squadron personnel. So I'm the lowest rank, and then all the way up to, is this the captain? I don't know. Squadron leader. Here are other online players who have played careers and had their exploits recorded, which is nice. Okay, next day. I haven't played in this mode too much, so I don't know it in and out. I just know the basics, I think. I'm wondering what kind of missions we go on and whether there'll be enough action to maintain a series. Who knows? So we've had some airplanes, reinforcements, new sergeant, male. Okay. So there's a balloon attack which I am not taking part in. Offensive patrol which I'm also not taking part in, it looks like. And there is another offensive patrol at 5:11 which I am taking part in. Good, so at least we get to do something today. So we cycle through the missions. The game will kind of work out what happened on that mission, who survived, who got kills, etc. So there we go. That one was completed. Looks like everybody survived, and I don't know if that actually destroyed the balloon. Who knows? Next mission. While this is loading, let me just also mention that Rise of Flight has a 50% off sale at the moment, so you can buy any planes you like, half of price until May the 8th, I believe. So if you've been thinking about maybe getting into it, because the game itself is free to play, and you get given 2 planes at the start, a Spad and an Albatross, I think, on the Ally side and the German side, the Axis side, or Central Power side, respectively. But if you were thinking of maybe buying some of the more popular planes like the Camel or the Fokker DR, the triplane, then now would be a good time to do it because it's half price. Anyway, it's now time for our mission here. Let me just double check the settings. So we are on expert. So we get subtitles. The engine is pre-warmed up, so we don't have to wait for the engine to warm up. But that is it. Everything else is on. Limited ammo, full physics, etc., etc. And we're waiting to be ready to begin. So I'll click begin mission, and this will load up the map, showing us what the route is we'll be taking, and things of that nature. And yes, now we're going to watch a slideshow of computer generated planes, which happens when you get to the loading screen. Shouldn't take too long to load, so I probably won't skip this. But yes, hopefully this will be an interesting experience, and hopefully I won't die on the first mission, because that would be embarrassing. Yes. It's a pity there's no music really to lighten the mood here, because I'm just sitting here in silence, waiting for this to load. Not really got anything to say. Oh, good. Hello, come on, great, here we go. Alright, so here we are, this is our home base. This is the front. This shaded area is the no man's land. What do we have nearby? We have Lille nearby. My knowledge of French and Belgian geography is not good, so I'm not entirely sure exactly where this is. There's Amiens. And down here we should have Reims and Verdun. Anywhere else interesting? No. So it's a pretty big map here, but obviously we're only concentrating on this area here at the very top in the northwestern portion. And this looks like it will be our route, so we're heading out to here, altitude 2,000 meters, 2,500 meters here, 1,500 meters, and then down back here to land. So it looks like it's a fairly short patrol, which is good. Good visibility, mainly sunny with scattered clouds, 5 meters per second wind, which is good. Engage and destroy any enemy aircraft or observation balloons that you encounter near your patrol route. Watch your back. Alright, let's take a look at my ride. This is the Camel. And we're just taking ammunition. Paint scheme. I need to get the right paint scheme. I wonder if it has this squadron represented. What, number 8 naval. I'm not sure if it will be there. Number 80. That's obviously not the same. And then we have different pilots with their own distinctive markings. I think I might just have to pick one. Yeah, let's go with... They're all pretty much the same on the British side. They didn't really dress their planes up like the Germans did. But this should do. Now, it's got 67 fuel. I wonder if they've set that automatically. I guess the game must have done. I can choose to have an oldest site, which I will try out for this mission, see how it goes. I've got the wing cut out, so I've got improved field of view. And I haven't bought any of these things. And then there's some information here about the plane itself. Okay, that should be it. Yeah, so start the mission. It should come in straight away because it's already loaded everything. And here we are. Press P2 on pause. P2 on pause. And we are here. So I need to set the fuel mix to full red, full mixture, as you can see at the bottom left hand corner. E to start up the engine. I have my colleagues around me. I forgot to put on the external views. Okay, I'll have to change that if I can. Might as well cock the guns, and then we can dial that the fuel mixture a bit for improved performance. Is that a triplane? It is a triplane. Oh, okay, so we're kind of a mixed squadron. That's interesting. I think I'm next to take off, so I better do that. The engine is a bit loud. Hold on one moment. Probably not best to do this in the middle of taking off, but let me just dial this down a bit. The engine is very loud. The game is very loud. I might need to increase this in the editing stage, but I need to be able to hear myself speak. So there we go. Get rid of that. Okay, and on pause. Good. This is better. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't crash. All right, and we're away. Excellent. Now these planes are much simpler than the ones that I'm used to flying in IL-2 Sturmovik. No flaps because they're biplanes. There's no trim. You do have a radiator, but on the Camel it's automatic, I believe. And there is fuel mixture, but you don't really need to change that once you take off, as long as you're not flying very high. And that's it. No propeller pitch. Don't have to set the timer on any bombs you might be carrying. And on the map you don't see yourself, so you have to navigate by looking at the map, which is fairly easy, I found, because the landscape is a lot more detailed than it is in IL-2 1946. I think I need to slow down a little bit, because otherwise I'm going to take over or overtake my friend here. Staying in formation could be a bit tricky. Yeah, here we are, we're on our way. I have been playing this quite a lot online, so that's where my main level of expertise lies. Haven't played the single player too much. And usually online I play bombers rather than fighters, because I'm not confident about my piloting skills with fighters and dogfighting skills. So we'll have to see how this goes, as I say. We're just passing over the front now. Probably will skip ahead because there's going to be a lot of climbing and gaining altitude. So I will do that, and I will come back in when the action begins. You can see the flak bursts here. It's not particularly accurate. For some reason they seem to just send off random flak bursts in the middle of nowhere. That's a balloon. That's on the flag burst. But yeah, there is some kind of random immersive, I suppose, flat going off around and about. But yes, I will skip ahead here. Is that a balloon? Looks like it, and it looks like it's on the enemy side as well. Maybe we'll be attacking that balloon. I'll need to follow my leader here. Are they both triplanes as well? Yeah, they're both triplanes. I am the only Camel. How strange. Maybe because this is the start of the operational history of the Camel, these planes were just starting to replace maybe the triplanes, and so that's why we've got these mixed squadrons. Maybe, I don't know. There's a ruined city in the middle of no man's land, and you'll also be able to see periodic explosions where shells land, and those are the trenches blowers. What's that city over there in the distance? That is Lens. That's Lens in the distance. They need to maintain altitude here. That is a balloon, and there's something else moving as well in the distance. I see a dot moving, which must be a plane. So I might not have to skip here. We may be seeing some action fairly soon. One thing I would like to mention as well, just briefly, is that I have followed the advice of my fellow YouTuber, friend, colleague and lover, Effing Controller, and I've set up a Patreon campaign, and that is a website which allows people to donate amounts of money to me and support me in my work. Well, it's not really work, but in my hobby, I guess, of making Let's Play videos. I will put the link in the description. I may do a separate video to announce it as well, but I just thought I'd mention it now. And as I mentioned in a previous video, it feels a little weird asking for money when I am comfortably kind of well off. I'm not, I'm not rich, but I get by. I don't need the extra money. But I think it would help me to motivate me to make videos if I know people are actually paying me. And also I can afford new equipment like better editing software, better joysticks, things like that. And it would just be nice. You obviously don't have to. This is entirely voluntary. I'm also not going to be asking for massive amounts, so even just $1 a month from enough people would be enough, really. So, you know, feel free not to do it. You're probably aware that I do monetize the videos already with adverts, so I do occasionally receive money. Not a lot, but you know, it's a nice amount to receive every now and again. So if you think that's enough, then that's fine. I, won't hold any grudges whatsoever. And even if you use ad block, then I perfectly understand people who use ad block because the adverts are annoying. But yeah, it's there. So if you'd like to do it, then it's there. No pressure whatsoever. And yep, I'll put a link in the description. So that's that. Enough about money. Let's see where we are now. Crossing over onto the German side of the lines. So we're now into enemy territory. Don't know where the guy who's behind us has gone. And need to make sure not to fly faster than my colleagues here. Okay, we're now turning. This looks like we've hit our waypoint here. I'm getting left behind, so let's increase the throttle. Oh, there's okay, all three of them are ahead of me. You can see some of the flight controls down here. We've got the altimeter there, RPM, speed. Oh, are we going after something? What's this? There's something up there. I'm not sure if that's German. You'd expect it probably would be on these sides of the lines, but you never know. I'm kind of losing sight of my comrades. Okay, good. So I'm going to follow these guys, because since they're AI controlled, they will know immediately if a plane is an enemy or a friend. So it's probably best. And plus, since I'm newly arrived in the squadron, I'm only a sergeant. These guys have been here for a while, they know the ropes. I wouldn't actually follow their directions. Slow down a bit. We're now at coming up to 7,000 feet. Those controls are in feet because this is a British plane, none of your metric system here. Yes. So we're using imperial units. The map unfortunately doesn't use imperial units, and my conversion skills are nil. I don't know what 7,000 feet is in meters. But I guess we must be past 2,000 meters and heading towards 2,500. Still nothing found yet, so I guess I will skip here because nothing's happened. So I will come back again if any action occurs. We have a squadron of planes ahead of us, and I don't know who they are. They could be enemy. Yeah, they are enemies. Okay, here we go. This is my first engagement. What do we have here? I don't know. They look like fighters. I'm following my comrades, hoping they know what they're doing. I think the Camel must be faster than these triplanes because I'm rapidly overtaking them here. What are we doing? Are these enemies? Why are we allowing them to fly? No, they're not. They are not enemies. They're friends. So where are we going? Who are we attacking? I don't know. I don't see any dots in the distance. Need to watch out and make sure I don't crash into my friends. Another thing to note is that these planes do not have parachutes. There is no way to eject, because the military at that time thought that if you gave the pilots parachutes, then they just bail out like cowards. So it was therefore, in their eyes, better to make sure that they didn't have parachutes, so they didn't just bail out whenever they got a bit scared. Which is nice. So if I do have a collision with any plane in the air, then that will more than likely be it, unless I'm able to regain control by some kind of miracle. We're heading into a cloud here, which is not good. Clouds in Rise of Flight are not the same as the clouds in IL-2 Sturmovik 1946. They are a little bit more hardcore. In that you cannot see a thing when you enter one. You have no sense of direction. You could be flying up, down, sideways. You do not know. I don't know what we are doing. Are we chasing somebody? We're now at about 5,000 feet. Those are the planes we encountered. When I got close up, I could see the roundels on there. So I recognise that they are Allied planes. I think they may have been RE-8s. So those are two C2 planes who did bombing and reconnaissance missions. They've gone now. I don't know why my wingmates made a sudden diving move. There is a balloon up ahead, maybe. Weird. Well, we are kind of now level with this balloon. So either my friends are going to attack it, in which case I'll join in. If they don't bother, then I can take a few shots in it, just to have something occur in this video. But this is the thing with this career mode. I mean, there could be videos where I go out on patrol and nothing occurs. Which is fine. Oh, we're diving again, okay. Now we're climbing. No idea what we're doing, to be honest. Where's that guy going? Where's the leader gone? Up there, okay. Interesting. Where is this balloon gone? Oh, I don't know. What's that? That's an Allied plane. Are there any Germans? I don't really know what's happening, I'm afraid. I guess this is the problem with not having the icons, so you don't really know what is around you. You just have to follow the AI, assume that they are chasing something, or you know. Oh, there's a balloon. Okay, well, looks like we are heading for this balloon, which is fine. Oh, bit of frame issues. Got a friend down there, make sure not to crash into him. And I think we are going for this balloon here. We're heading straight forward at any rate. Don't crash into me, please. Don't know if there's anybody underneath me. Okay, here we go. Reduce speed. The balloon is being pulled down. Come on, let's get it. He's firing. I'm firing. Ah. Come on, you fucking balloon. Yes! Whoa! Okay. Oh god. Okay. I'm still intact. I'm still intact. Good, 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 good. I got the balloon. I got the balloon. And I got burnt as well. Okay, that's good. Where are my friends? They're probably still up there somewhere. That looks like them. Well, that was exciting. Probably a little bit dangerous to go diving in like that, but then I'm a raw recruit. I'm a scoundrel. I want to give the Germans what for. Okay. Well, we're still on the behind enemy lines here. But it looks like my colleagues are now heading westwards. Westward ho! Back to base. So, I will catch up with them and skip ahead to the dangerous bit, presuming we don't meet any other fighters or anything like that. And the dangerous bit being the landing. So, just make sure. I think these guys are just. What are they? Have they spotted something else? Every time I think, oh, okay, it's good to skip here, then they start making crazy maneuvers, which makes me think some action is about to begin. Are they just weaving to avoid flak or what? I have no idea. That could be what they're doing. Although, where's this guy going? And where are these guys going? Are they below me? Yes. They spotted something else, maybe. Oh god, this is confusing! Why don't we have radios? Can we not use hand signals, or... I think you can make hand signals, but it's extremely difficult to spot them. And they also have flares they can use. We're heading south now, for no reason whatsoever. Okay, I'm skipping here, because nothing's happening. So I will see you in a second. Okay, so here we are. That is our airbase down there. Just southeast of Saint-Alois, if that's how you pronounce that. And as usual, my friends are just doing crazy weaving moves for no reason. But I assume then this is where we're about to land, unless we've spotted something else, which I don't know about. This guy's heading back towards the front. We're all heading back towards the front. Well, guys, what is going on? Now what are you doing? Another thing is that because these planes don't have flaps, they are kind of designed to be pulling up constantly, which is giving me wrist ache because of having to hold the joystick down constantly. I believe there's a way to edit the joystick response curves to make it so that it has level flight all the time, but I don't know how to do that. Maybe someone can enlighten me. Yeah, I thought we were about to land, and then this happened, and now we're heading back this way towards the airfield. But so far this has been a fairly nice, relaxing, easy patrol, apart from the point where I singed my my eyebrows off in balloon flame. Now what's the procedure here? Do I wait for everybody else to land first and then land, or do I go down first, or what happens? I would have thought that the least experienced member lands first and then the leader stays above just to protect his squadron. That kind of makes logical sense. I don't know if it's correct or not. I know in aisle 2 the leader always tries to land first. That's a balloon. Just having a circle off right now. Where is the leader here? I don't know. Maybe I should just go for it. Difficult to see past this wing. There's a strut in my face. Well, I guess this is pretty boring for you to watch, so I think I might just dive in and try to land. I hope nobody tells me off. Let's see. So you can see those two flying around. I don't know where the other plane's gotten to. Must be below us. There is the airfield. No landing strips here, it's all just a field you land on. I found a white flare. I assume that means land now. Okay, let's turn around. Speed dropping to around 80 miles an hour. Okay, now here is the tricky bit. There are two of my comrades. I can see one's landed there. So it should be okay for me to land now. I'm kind of go across here. Try not to aim for the buildings, just in case I crash into them. No landing gear on these things, of course. The gear is out all the time. Speed about 80 miles an hour. Throttle all the way down. Speed about 70. Okay, let's try and keep the nose up here. Slowing. And touchdown. Little bounce, I think. Yep. And touchdown again. And another bounce. And another touchdown. And whoa, losing control. Oh. Oh well. I'm alive. That's the main thing. I've damaged the engine. Are the propellers broken off? It looks like it. Fortunately, I don't have the outside view, so I can't tell. Wings seem to be intact. Well, the main thing is I'm alive, so this playthrough is not finished yet. Okay, finish flight. So that was interesting. No enemy planes encountered, but I did get one balloon. And I'm the only person who got, I'm the only person who got any kind of kill there, so that's excellent. Plane crash, so I crashed. This guy landed, these two were still in the air when I finished. Great, proceed. And that will be the end of July the 23rd, 1917. Yeah, okay, well, that's that then. What would happen next is I click on next day. That'll take me to July the 24th. And that's where we see if the weather's good enough to fly, and if so, what missions will be going on. So that's that. I have received 2 mission points, presumably for killing the balloon and then crashing in a field. So great. Thanks a lot for watching this beginning of the campaign. I'm sorry it wasn't too exciting for you, but it's just a start. Let's see how far Mr. Fishington Chip can get to, or not actual Mr. Fishington Chip, as we now know, the evil, double murdering, name stealing, identity thief, Mr. Fishington Chip. So, yep, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.